Way, MsTruffles.
Thank you. Hello everyone, hope you're doing good. You might have seen me running Scoot Kaboom and the Tomb of Doom yesterday. Today I'm gonna run a very different game, which is Simona's Requiem, a 2D Metroidvania mostly inspired by old Castlevania games like Simon's Quest, as with a little hint in the title, I guess. Um, there was an incentive about this run, which was to upgrade the category from any percent to 100%, and this incentive has been met. So thank you so much for donating for this incentive. It means a lot to me. I'm gonna explain all the lore, the little glitches, or the difference with 100% during the run. Just to tell you that I'm pretty confident about my run because I got a world record this morning while practicing and didn't got a world record on this game since March. So hopefully, if not a new world record, that would be a bit too amazing. Hopefully, I will be able to give you a good showcase. So
Excellent.
yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing it.
So
In
three,
3, 2,
two, one,
1,
go.
go. Glad to have helped you there.
Thank you. So I'm just gonna skip the dialogue there with the enter key. And you can see that we have Simona, our protagonist, who is a Reaper, and her boss, which is a entity which is unnamed, and her boss is not very happy about her job currently, and basically they are giving her a last possible mission, maybe the last, because if she fails again, something will happen. We don't know exactly what. And this quest is to get the soul of the Kingfisher, which is in this kingdom we are adventuring in right now. So you can already see that the pace of the game, at least for now, is fairly slow. A little bit like I said, the old Castlevania games. There will still be some movement text already at the beginning. If you pay a close attention at some of my jumps happening during my round, you will see that there might be a little dust animation in the air, and that means like here that I've pressed the jump button very fast twice in a row, and that means I've done a glitch double jump. You're supposed to have a double jump upgrade on the first dungeon, but actually Mr. Double Plays, who currently have the world record on any percent, discovered this glitch, and that totally changed how this runs is going. So yeah, that's one of the most major discovery that has been done in the game. And if you're wondering, yes, with the real double jump upgrade, this will be even better. We'll be able to skip a lot of stuff later on. Little note, the little yellow things you're seeing on the ground are EXP. You can upgrade your level, but it will only upgrade your HP total, and also the red orbs are increasing your health. It gives you heals back. So what the first difference with any percent and 100%? In any percent, we are not talking to this guy, who is named Gustavo. It gives us a map, and for the 100%, we have to get this map. You don't need it to complete the run in any percent, but for 100%. Okay. I can go ahead?
Sorry, folks. Small break, real quick. We are pausing the run.
Okay.
back when we get these technical difficulties sorted. Apologies for that small false start. But like I said, we'll have it right back in action in no time. If anyone were thinking about making a donation, now would be a good time while we're waiting. We're very glad you're sticking around, but you've got a moment. Stretch out, grab a drink, and send us some money. We really love to support this fantastic cause. Like I said, we have Transgender Awareness Week coming up. Starts tomorrow, goes on through the end of next week. And then it's the Transgender Day of Remembrance. Very somber but important day. With your support, we can keep the community and more trans people living better, longer lives. And while you're making donations, you should know that all weekend long, your donations to Trans Lifeline get you entered to win prizes donated by members of the Fastest First community, including badges, coasters, Walking Dog Records music collections, and, of course, our grand prize bundle of a Nintendo Switch OLED and the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Use the command !donate in chat to make a donation, and the command !prizes to see all the prizes available during the marathon. I'll do the latter part for your benefit. There. You don't want to miss out on any of that good stuff. One person walking away with a Nintendo Switch. Could be you, so long as you throw down that $50. All right. It looks like we may be heading towards being back in action. Very good. Okay. You ready, MsTruffles?
So I will be able to unpause, I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah, give the countdown.
Very good. You can begin in 3, 2, 1, go.
Right at the time of of escape, but that's fine. So I don't remember what I was explaining, but whatever. I'm gonna continue with the commentary. Yeah. So I'm off cycle with those porcupine enemies here. They are pretty annoying because they can hide behind their shells, and usually what I'm doing is tapping jump pretty quickly and then tapping attack button. Whoops. And we are heading to the first dungeon of the game, the crypt, which can be problematic sometimes. I'm getting better at it now, but I used to be dreading this dungeon a lot. Also, one thing here, I'm gonna collect the first optional object in the game, which is required for the 100%. There are 6 epitaphs in the game. There are some things written on them, I mean. Not anything very important, I guess. But we have to do some detours to get some of the epitaphs. So I'm gonna focus just a little bit here because this part, this first screen, can have some tricky platforming, and I used to have some issues sometimes. I have some good setups now, but I'm gonna try to be careful. Enemies are not the problem in the dungeon at least. And you can see that the construction of the levels are mostly vertical, so if you're falling late in a room, you have to do the entire thing again. Amazing. I'm soon gonna get the first upgrade of the game, the first, which is totally required. You are getting it on any percent as well, which is the double jump. As I have said before, I can combine it with the glitch jump, and that's gonna make a triple jump, and that allows you to skip a lot of stuff in the run. Not necessarily in this dungeon, but mostly in the... Sorry, I was getting confused. Mostly in the second and third dungeons, you're gonna see a lot of skips. There will be also one here. I'm just gonna hit you, so you're gonna be in the right path, in the right side. If the skeleton is working on the opposite side, it's almost impossible to get this damage boost. So this one is mostly about cycles. Forgot to kill this enemy by the way, but it's not a big deal. You have to make those platforms moving and just wait until they reach the next part of the room. And there will be also a vertical moving platform like this, which gives you a huge momentum boost. You will see that on the next room, and they are a little bit weird because the momentum you get happens like half a second after the platform reaches the highest point of the trajectory. I don't know how to phrase it otherwise. That's gonna be here that you will see most of those platforms. You're gonna see what I'm talking about on the next one. Yeah, you can see the huge jump I'm doing here. That's not a part of a glitch or whatever.
Oh yeah, they're like the traffic light blocks in Celeste.
I haven't played Celeste, sorry, so... I should play it, but I have like hundreds or even thousands games to play, so hopefully someday. Don't judge me, please. Sadly, the fact that I'm a obscure games enjoyer is making me playing games that nobody knows about and not the popular ones. By the way, I'm coming to the first boss of the game, which will be very easy. There will be the volume warning for this room. There will be 2 lasers happening during this fight, and they are much louder than the rest of the game. So it will happen around 5 seconds here, and then there will be another one. The only thing I need to do is just doing aerial combos like this, and I didn't avoid this fireball. That didn't happen in a while, but that's fine. If you're wondering, comboing in this game, you just have to let the button press and it's comboing automatically. And there it is, first boss. Orb, by the way. Yeah, I warned you, the sound is very aggressive. I don't know why it's much louder than the rest. Also, I got very good RNG on the key item drop, because when you're breaking the orb, when killing a boss, there will be a lot of EXP dropping, but also a key item that you need to complete the game. You have to collect 3 of them. And on this specific boss, it can spawn on the platforms above, and that makes you lose a few seconds, which is annoying when you're trying to get a PB. The next part of the next minute or so will be pretty chill. I'm just gonna have to do few precise jumps, but nothing really to say about them. So it will be a good time to read some donations or just say any update if you have some.
Very good, thank you. So, we would like to extend a special shout out to Fastest Furs leadership team members Sarth and Brotim for their hard work on the creation of Cheetah, our new donation tracker and marathon management system. The marathon simply would not be possible without their efforts. A lot of what you're seeing right now, handcrafted by those two, and a lot of what I'm seeing as well, making my life easier. If you'd like to put that donation tracker to the test, we graciously welcome your donations. I would love to have some to read out. And of course, when you do, feel free to put them towards our ongoing bid war, lock up Japanese, or push for English on Mega Man X7, and of course, the bonus game coming up later today, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, run by Helix. We all know Helix. We love them. We absolutely need to see them at this marathon.
I opened the map by accident and don't even know how I did that. So yeah, one little thing I didn't mention, I think, when I'm doing a transition to another screen, I'm doing a little jump just before it happens to keep a little bit of momentum. Also, I'm gonna do a skip there. Okay, that's fine. I haven't done that on first try today, but it skips you this part with the slimes there, which is a little bit annoying. All thanks to... before we discovered the glitch, we were using the arrow, but now we can also do it with the triple jump. And also, I forgot to mention that I got the second epitaph on an underground section. So this is the second dungeon, the Clock Tower. Wow, a Clock Tower level in a Castlevania-inspired game. How inventive. But this is fairly a cool dungeon. I didn't even have the time to talk about the fact that this skip is very hard and I did it on first try. There are 2 gear skip in this round, thanks to, again, to the jump glitch, and this one is much harder than the second one. The thing in Smash. There will be another one on this room, but it's much easier than the first one. I think I found a setup for the first gear skip, which makes me doing it much consistently. Okay, I'm having troubles with this one though. This is not usual though. There we go. At least I got some good damage boost. So on the next screen, I will get the second upgrade of the game, which is a dash, and that will make the movements... I didn't even move. What happened there? Game, you're being very weird sometimes. Yeah, I also got a soft log for the first time ever on practice this morning, so yeah, this game is full of surprise. So yeah, I was about to say that I'm gonna get the second upgrade, which is a dash, and you will see that it makes the movements much faster now. It really changed how the run is going. Just leave me alone. I'm gonna get the third epitaph of the game. With the jump glitch, it's much easier now to do this part. It used to be very hard without this jump glitch. And you will see how I'm doing the movement with the new dash. I'm doing a jump, I'm cancelling it with a dash. And then I'm continuing with this loop, and this is the fastest way to move with the dash. introducing those blocks which are, for me, the worst in the game, I think. I hate the fact that the timings are so fast with them. For now, they are fine with me. I'm doing just a little setup there, so I'm gonna be on good cycle on this screen. It's pretty hard to see how many times I'm using the jump glitch, but I swear this is... At the end of the round, it's pretty tiring. And also there is another room here, and it's done. They put a wall here and you can triple jump and dash, and that's it. You have just done the the room. This is the second boss, which is named the Time Lord. And this one is a bit particular because if you fall into the void, it will entirely reset the boss fight. You won't even die, you will just reset the fight. So I'm gonna have to be careful with that. Not to be too risky sometimes. There will be a drone spawning there. I'm just gonna make them... That was a little bit risky from me. I wanted to make them attacking at a certain timing, but it was a little bit delayed. Should be fine now. 3 combo and that's it. Oops. If you want to see a little Easter egg on this fight, you can fall multiple times during when fighting this boss, and you will see something funny. So here is coming the biggest skip of the run, which is even more important in any percent, but we are still doing it in 100%. I'm doing a triple jump there, and for some reason you can walk on the ceiling. I'm dashing here because I can. And I'm skipping this entire room, and then when I'm gonna see the blocks at the top, I'm gonna position myself and do 1, 2, 3, 4 dashes, and I'm in the next part of the run. Oops. But you still have to get one thing for the 100%, so I'm gonna do that right now. And I don't like doing this room backward. It makes me very confused, like here, as you can see. And we are gonna come at a place where we are never gonna go in any percent room, in any percent run, sorry. I think the name is Green Meadow, something like this. It's a very short area where you have those jumping enemies that you just have to wait for them to jump in. There are no problem. And why we are going here, if I can jump on this platform. Okay, my timing is off, thank you. Because there is an optional upgrade here. You don't need to get it to complete the game. It's named Fire Aspect, and it gives you a huge damage boost. I mean, huge. To give you an idea, the skeletons only need 2 hits instead of 3 hits to be defeated, but it makes a huge difference for the bosses. So the next 3 bosses will be a little bit more comfortable for me to fight. So I'm doing this room again. You're not in a good place, friend. I didn't mention what are those blocks. If you're hitting them, you're having an additional jump. So here is the battlefield back here, and I'm gonna do the hardest skip in the game. Not the one that saves you the most amount of time, but the hardest one. There will be a mini-boss spawning, another volume warning by the way, and I will have to jump on one specific hitbox on this mini-boss. And I didn't got it on first try. Second try though is good. Usually I'm getting it on first try or third, fourth, I'm dying.
That's amazing. You
Basil,
just nope out of that boss fight.
yeah. It's a bit boring to do it normally. So here
Even
is
with the
a
damage upgrade.
uh, here is a 40 seconds fall, and you can just say whatever you want.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do anything during this part.
excellent. So, Team Fastest Furs wants you to know that all revenue from Twitch subscriptions and cheered bits received during this weekend's event will support our events now and into the future, including our upcoming Fastest Furs Live at Furry Weekend Atlanta 2024 event, which we'll be returning to Furry Weekend Atlanta next year. Please consider subscribing now to get our Fastest Furs emotes featuring the always adorable Peavy the Cheetah. And don't forget to check and see if you have your free Twitch Prime Gaming sub available too.
So this room here used to be one of the hardest room in the game, especially because of these flying enemies there. I don't even know what they are. Those crystals enemies, which are very tanky and they can follow you very easily. But thanks to the triple jump glitch, that makes it much easier. You don't even have to deal with those enemies. Previously, you had to be in the right spot to kill all of them and not being cornered, and that was very tedious. But it's much easier now with this triple jump glitch. We are now in the third dungeon, which is the complex, and this is where you will see a lot of those orbs that makes you jump when you are hitting them. And we are not gonna hit a lot of them because triple jump glitch is allowing you to skip most of them. I have to be careful there though, not talking. There we go. Because if you fall in this room, you have to do it all over again. This is a pretty stressful room for this reason. Even though it's making it better that you have the triple jump glitch. There will be a lot of cycles on this dungeon. You can see also the underworld enemies being there as well, but they are not gonna be a problem. The enemies that you will see later in this dungeon, which are basically a reference to the Medusa heads in Castlevania, are the worst. They can be very annoying if you have a bad cycle. And not on the next room, but the room after, I will have the final upgrade of the game, which allows you to teleport to signs in the game. Okay, didn't got this. That was weird. Again, this game is very glitchy. So yeah, I didn't got this good cycle for this, but that's fine. And yeah, before getting this upgrade, you can't teleport to any location in the game. You have to move from a location to another just by walking, and after doing this very long fall, you're basically trapped in this part of the game. So you have to get this upgrade if you want to teleport back to the rest of the game. I'm teleporting back to the complex here. It teleports you to a little it's not necessarily a bonus part of the game. It's a little chill, like the last corner of the game. I don't know how to say it in other way. And this is already the last room of the dungeon, but this is a pretty long one. And I need to be careful not to be too late on my cycles, or I'm gonna lose a lot of time. And sometimes you can be comboed by some bad event happening. Like this! I shouldn't have done this, for instance. I told you that the Medusa heads can be a pain. I'm gonna be late. Okay, never mind. Platform-wise, this is the worst. I mean, not necessarily the worst, but the hardest dungeon in the game. Again, triple jump glitch makes things easier for you, but if you're playing casually, you will have a lot of troubles. By the way, I just skipped a... You're supposed to do a double jump and hit a Medusa head to make it to this part, but I'm just doing a triple jump glitch instead. This is False Custodian, the third boss of the game. I'm just gonna do a safe strat on this one because I'm not confident doing the fastest strat. On any percent I'm doing a specific sequence of hits, but here I prefer to do a safer strat because if you don't do it correctly, if you don't do the best strat correctly, you can die very easily. And that almost happened on practice, so... Yeah, this is still a fast boss if you are doing it in the safe way. Basically, I think you're not even seeing a second cycle if you're doing it correctly. Also, I failed there. Amazing. I'm going on the... What am I doing? I'm going on the left here because I need to collect another epitaph, the fourth one. And then before going to the last dungeon, I will have to collect a fifth one, which you can access by the village, which I didn't even talk about because we skipped it. You can talk to the NPCs in the game. There's sometimes some funny dialogues, mostly with the cat. The cat is the best NPC in the game. But if you go at the top of the village, you will be able to access a secret area where the fifth epitaph of the run will be. You have just to break a wall there. And I'm gonna be careful to activate the right trigger, not the regular forest trigger. There we go. We are on the secret area. If I was too low, I would be teleported to the regular forest area, and that happened on practice and I never saw that before. But with how triggers works, I'm not even surprised that's something that can happen. Say hello one last time to Gustavo because we are going to the end of the game, the last dungeon with the last two bosses. We have all the key items to get to the Kingfisher Castle.
And was that the last epitaph that you just collected?
There's one last to get, just before the gauntlet at the end. There's a little chill part here where you have to dodge some enemies and then starting the last dungeon of the game, which can be scary sometimes in terms of the risk I'm taking. Welcome to the castle and say hello to the best music, in my opinion, in the game. This is not a hit I'm supposed to take, so I'm maybe gonna be careful with the next ones, because we are supposed to take some intentional hits to go faster. I'm gonna be slow here. There we go. Didn't took a second hit. Sorry in advance, this part here is a little bit dark, so I hope you will still be able to see some stuff. Even me, sometimes I'm knowing the game pretty well and I'm getting confused about this part. I'm gonna use, again, a lot of triple jumps here. That's a fantastic part for this. And that makes it much easier because in any percent, I mean, you also have the triple jump glitch, but if you have to deal with the flying devils, they can be a pain sometimes. And I think that will be a last good time for any donation or updates, because this is a pretty chill part as well, just before the last gauntlet.
Gotcha. Well, did you know that the Fastest First Fall Fest 2023 is our 10th charity marathon as a speedrunning group? Wow, whole decade. Time really does fly just like our runners. If you want to catch up on our past events, the Team Fastest Furs YouTube page contains a playlist from each marathon, and videos from this marathon will be added shortly after the event has concluded. Get subscribed now by using the command !YouTube in chat and following the link. That's over $100,000 raised for charity in that time frame. Amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. I'm really excited about how much we have raised already, and it's not even close to being over. So
Yeah, entire rest of the day.
we have a little, as you can see in Castlevania games, little stairs section here, but the last epitaph is actually hidden here for some reason. So we got all the objects we needed. Now we just have to finish the game, and it will start with a fairly classic Dracula-like fight with Kingfisher, which is not very talkative. And I'm gonna do a lot of glitches, like triple jumping here. You're not supposed to hit him above here, but first we discovered that we could do a dash and then attack slightly after the dash, and it would make some hits when he's above. But also with the triple jump glitch that has been discovered, it makes the fight even faster now. And when he's doing his shockwave here, I'm just delaying an attack to hit him just before he teleports. So with that and also the fire aspect upgrade, it makes the fight much faster. In casual, it's a fairly long fight, to be honest. It's pretty much a endurance fight. Okay, let's go. This is the first part because there will be another boss just after this. This is Heart of Darkness. And this is the worst boss in the game because RNG. Your dear friend RNG. And I already did a mistake there, but that should be fine because I have fire aspect for this boss. There's two phases. Oh my god. Okay. Should activate the second phase. So you should be, when he's slamming the ground like this, you have to be on a specific part. I mean, if you're not too close but not too far to the boss, you can jump already on the third platform and be able to do a 10 hit combo, which is the best you can do. And in the second phase, there will be another slamming attack, as you can see, a jumping attack. And we don't want to see this in this round. And Heart of Darkness BF pretty well here. It can be much worse. In the war record I got earlier this morning, it didn't behave at all and I missed the 31. But I still got world record, so it doesn't matter that much. So we are now in what I suppose is the mind of the Kingfisher. He tells us that he needs some help, and he will explain why at the end of the game, what is happening with him. I will explain it now. Basically, he wanted more power, and that he lost total control of that, and he stopped caring about his kingdom, and he has regrets. So, spoiler alert: Simona will spare him for this reason, and time is coming up when I will talk to the Kingfisher. And time. And that was Simona's Requiem.
Fantastic work. That was an amazing run. You did phenomenal on commentary.
Yeah, I did pretty well. Not necessarily gameplay wise, I did some wrong, but not major wrongs, I would say. No deaths, so at least that's great. So I know we are behind in schedule, so I'm gonna do a few shoutouts very quickly. Shoutouts to my community which is following me and supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you to my girlfriend, my IRL friends who are also supporting me. My family too, who is not who doesn't really understand this hobby, but also is happy that I've found some a passion like this. Uh, oh, by the way, shout outs to Uchida and Mr. Double Plays who improved a lot the run thanks to some routing and glitch hunting. They really changed the run. And I've said something during my interview. Currently, there is no Discord available, but running this game again uh, made me realize that I really need to work on that. So hopefully next week, Discord will be available. If you still have some question about the run, if you want to start it, you can reach me on speedrun.com. You can reach me maybe on Discord. You can find me on my stream as well to ask some question at twitch.tv/MsTruffles. I'm doing a lot of obscure indie games like this. And I think that's it for me. Thank you so much for having me, First. That I had a great time at this event. Keep donating. Good luck to the rest, to the other runners, and enjoy the rest of the marathon. Bye bye.